Hey, I'm Noah,
Hey, I'm Tim.
and this is our ongoing comic strip AP of Dogs in the Vineyard.
So I am playing Sister Clementine.
And I am GMing and playing a little bit of Terrence Witt.
Yeah, we've had the crossover episode finally.
This is it.
Yeah.
They meet.
This is right where we left off before, so we're going to be picking up, but me as Sister Clementine this time.
Yep, and let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Dawn is breaking from below on this ledge I am right now, looking down on New Hope. Around me are these young dogs. They're tense and nervous, and the smell of wood smoke is in the air. And there's a brother, a Terrence Witt, and a sister Althea. They saved me from bonds that I was in down in that town of New Hope. But the present right now is too much to bear. I'm thinking back. I'm thinking of my brother, my blood brother, Edwin, who I grew up with, who made me who I am, who led me to be the dog I am today, and who was shot dead just a day ago by this Zachary in that town below, down in New Hope. Brother Edwin, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. My name is Sister Clementine, and I'm a dog.
Yeah, so you ride into camp with Brother Terrence and Sister Althea. And below in New Hope, you can see there's quite a bit of commotion. You know, you're a little far, but it looks like people are getting ready to do something. Brother Terrence kind of leaves you alone for a minute. You know, he's got all these boys and girls,
Right.
You know. I mean, to call them dogs is, you can tell how green they are just by looking at them.
Yeah.
They look scared. It looks like most of them haven't slept. Yeah, what's going through your head?
I'm thinking back to when this all started going wrong. It went upside down when I first came to Hooper and let Zachary walk out of town without a bullet between his ears. And because of that, I lost Edwin. And I'm thinking about how justice could be enacted in a swift and easy way. And I don't see any need to bring Brother Terrence or these other green dogs into this. How I could just meet them out on the battlefield and let these good dogs here run off, maybe buy them some time.
You know, you kind of ruminate for a few minutes. I feel like you probably didn't get off your horse.
Yeah.
Brother Terrence walks up to you. He's off his horse.
So across my lap right now is Edwin's coat. It's actually keeping me warm in this chilly dawn. And I see Terrence come over and, well, I have a mind to thank him and let him know that this is goodbye. Terrence, I don't know why you risked your life for me, but I thank you. Truly, I do.
Well, I mean, I hope you do the same for me. In fact, I hope any dog would do the same for another dog. But truth be told, it's not all personal, like you say. You know, it's a tactical thing. I mean, they have a dog, and I got this wall of mountain fury behind me, and I'm trying to quell it any way I can.
That you do. Are they ready for? And I look down at people clearly assembling down below. Are they ready for a war of some kind?
Well, they think they are.
They're not, though.
No, they're not. You're clutching that coat that's obviously not yours, pretty tight there. Are you ready for war?
I don't believe in any war greater than the spiritual one that's waged every day. You step outside a door frame and meet whatever the world has to take. No, I'm just ready to settle a debt, really. And, well, it's not tactical. I think it is very much personal. I don't intend to travel with y'all. I would meet those territorial authorities and Zachary and his folks down there. I would settle that debt with Zachary and, hell, maybe buy you all some time.
Now, Sister Clementine, I didn't risk my life to save you so that you could ride back down there and get yourself killed. Now, I can see that you got a lot of hate and pain in your heart right now, but, well, maybe you should think this through.
Brother Witt and Sister Althea, what you gave me was an opportunity to right something wrong, for a personal justice that I would need to have done before my last days. What you gave me is an opportunity to avenge Edwin. Now, don't argue with me. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't try to use the Book of Life against me. Don't tie me up. Don't shoot at me. I've been through all those. And as an independent woman, I'm going to ride down and meet my fate. What say you to that?
I say you're a fool.
I see that this brother Terrence is not going to stop me, and I ride up a bit closer to him, give him a curt nod, and then pull my revolver out onto my lap. I realize there's only a couple bullets, but I ask him, Brother Witt, do you have a few bullets to spare? I only planned for this to take one, but I'd appreciate that help.
And he adjusts his hat and, kind of squints and looks at New Hope and can see those riders kind of getting ready. He pulls out his gun and he empties it and hands you the bullets. And he says, just make sure you know why you're doing the things you're doing. You may feel it's the right reason now, but, well, just make sure it always feels that way.
I rub my eyes and they're red and bloodshot, and, I'd been crying not too long ago. I give you a nod and I say, should only take one bullet.
So, yeah, you ride down into town.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the territorial authority left.
Mm-hmm.
You saw them leave. They were riding up to this ridge. Mm-hmm. But since you had the higher ground, you saw them coming, went a different way.
Yeah, my issue is not with them.
Right. So you can ride right into town.
Mm-hmm.
It has a tense, abandoned feel. Where are you going to try to find Zachary?
I mean, probably that same church. I imagine he would have been the one maybe who looked that morning, just before dawn to realize I wasn't there. I know he didn't stick around there for long, but he's a religious man. I'd hope he'd pray before riding out for the day.
Yeah. So, I mean, and there's not a ton, it's not a big town. There's not that many buildings. But as you're riding into town, you hear a horse behind you, actually, once
Mm-hmm.
you're in the town. And you hear a man's voice, and he's like, well, well, well. Now, what do we have here?
My hands are away from my hips in the air. I'm not going to turn around, but I'll turn my head just slightly and say, Sir, I rode back here on my own accord for unattended business. It is not between myself and the authority.
Yeah, well, kind of had a feeling you'd be coming back. You don't see that much malice in a person's eyes without them doing something about it.
Malice in a person's eyes. As I remember, I was bound and taken to the city for having done no wrong. I did not murder someone 2 nights ago. In fact, it is that murderer that I seek out today. This is something between two people. It is a spiritual justice of which I talk.
Yeah, you wear that cloak well, all right. Spiritual justice. Well, that's why I'm here. Stamp out your spiritual justice. From in front of you, you see Zachary step out of that church.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his left arm in a sling,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got a gun on his hip, and he just walks out and he says, "Let her pass, Van Lee. This is between me and her." And maybe out of the side of your eye, you see Van Lee tip his hat a little bit towards Zachary.
Right.
He doesn't leave, but he crosses his arms.
I have no reason to, but I smile when I see Zachary step out like that. It's a bit of honor. There's something noble to that. I meet eyes with him, give him a nod, and start getting down from the horse. Zachary, I assume you know why I'm here today.
I know why you're here. We're 1-1, and, well, it looks like it's not going to end. Or maybe it's going to end today.
It will end. I gave my coat to you, but 2-3 days ago, and now I have 2. That second one hangs heavy on me, and I put my hands on my hip. You and I, we settle something spiritual today.
Just remember who fired the first shots.
What's at stake is, do I kill Zachary? My hand goes right to the silver inlay on my trusty revolver, and I deftly pull that out from the holster. I don't hesitate in pointing that straight at Zachary's heart.
Quicker than you would think he would for a man who's just been shot. He definitely turns sideways with his bad arm behind him. And just as quick, he has his revolver out and pointed at you.
Some people hesitate when they see a gun leveled at them. I'm glad that Edwin always taught me better than that. With my finger on the trigger, I know that even though I will fire this shot, that Edwin, he will guide that bullet home.
I think for the first time, Zachary sees all that hate in your eyes. But as you look into his eyes, you see that his is matched. And there's just a fire burning. And you see his finger move to squeeze that trigger.
This farmhand looks fast with a gun, but then again, I'm a dog. I hear the loud crack in my ears of my own gun. I hear that first before the other shot. And I swear I see that bullet soar through the air, right toward the heart of Zachary.
So you see Zachary fall to his knees, clutching his chest with his one good hand. He's dropped his gun. Blood's pouring over his other arm. He knows he's had it. And he looks up at you, tears in his eyes. And just, you can barely hear him, but he says, "Take care of New Hope." As you look around, you see that although the territorial authority isn't really here, most of the town is, and they saw that. And then you hear from behind,
Hi, this is Jason from The Gauntlet. If you enjoyed this episode of Comic Strip AP, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We have many other Comic Strip AP shows available, each organized in their own sequential playlist for easy listening. Just go to youtube.com and search for Gauntlet RPG.
There is a big discrepancy sometimes between how you think you taste and how others taste you.